Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, not exactly a banner return.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Go on. Let her.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On first down, Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety crease.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, check 20. SOS. Ready, go!
To throw on third down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? Check 3. 218, jump. Go. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Costello. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 2.
From the gun, Costello. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Squeeze, get in there. Sit. Undercrush. Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What are you doing?
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it. Out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Red. 10 Tucson. 56. You're out. Check. Go.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double. 45, Mike. 45. See it. On. Let's go. Let's bring it. Switch. Leo. You go tight. You got tight right there. Showing it. Let happen.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
There.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Lock it. Dog. Safe. Let go.
Looking to throw. Love setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
70, Indy. Hey, exit. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 50, plant. 52's the mark. Tackles.
On 1st down, Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 42.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go! Step.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's going to float this over the... And he's got it! Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking crowd. 25, check 25, check 25. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check, ready, go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Mike, 45. I'm here all day. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Third down, Dalvin Cook.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Costello. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Costello. He finds his target. It's Evans. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. There's Evans again. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, echo. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, Costello looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52. Now. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw again. Costello. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick it up, pick it up. Yeah. 52, right 52. I got you.
From the gun, Costello. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hines, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, we go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, defense, left. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
80 weapons.
On first down, Costello. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Costello escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On second down, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
45. Mike, 45. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To throw on second down, Costello. Going to throw right side here, complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Looking to throw. Costello. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
4 down. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm on. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. All right, T. Let's turn. All right, T.
Let's go.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. I hope you go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. On the delay, here's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building and bullying. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, high 7. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. All day, baby, all day. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Guys. Hey. Shoot.
From the gun, Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Double. Hey, Haywood. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Costello. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Costello. And it's caught. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lorenzo Carter. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Costello firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run with Hines. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, watch this. Go.
Looking to throw. Love. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Bucs take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I got it. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're